Hello everyone, welcome to the Space Coast here from the USSSA Space Coast Stadium. We're here for Canada East versus Texas in the men's major Pool C. Both of these teams played earlier today, Texas losing 12-9 to New Mexico. As that pitch just swung on deep out to left field and caught about a step in front of the warning track. That one swung on, and that is a foul ball, and that will be a foul out for out number 2 here in the top of the first. A little bit outside, evens the count. That one swung on and falls in front of the center field for a base hit, so we got our first base runner of today's contest. That one swung on, easy grounder, and the force out at second, and that retires the side in the top of the first. That one's a little high, and that will be an easy walk. First batter up, first base runner for Texas. And
number 28, Tyler Elvine.
That one swung on, out in the right field. That one's gonna fall in. It goes all the way to the wall. Easy double there, and it's now second and third with nobody out here already for Texas here in the bottom half of the first inning. 0 for 4 in the first game today. And that will be a walk, and that one's hit high. It's drifting foul, it looks like, and they look like they opted not to catch it to make sure that the run doesn't score. We'll see if that strategy, well, sorry, actually that was a foul out, so that is out number 1, so they didn't need to catch it. Ben Dunn launches this one, it's going deep, it's going back, and caught at the wall, but that does bring a run home, and Texas will take a 1-0 lead. Now runners on the corners with 2 outs, swung on. It's gonna be a long run, but caught by the center fielder, and for this pool, first pitch is in, swung on, center field. It's carrying the wind, but not quite far enough. This will be a matter of seeding, setting themselves up for, in theory, an easier road to the championship. So they'll be playing the 4th place from Pool B at 7 o'clock tonight at Red Marucci Field. That one's dry. Swung on, driven, looks like it's gonna possibly stay, and it's a home run. Canada takes the lead 2-1 here in the top of the second. That one swung on, gets through the gap, and that will be a single, Pool B. That one swung on high, but an easy can of corn, and that will be out number 2 in the top half of the second. Soft grounder to the shortstop, and fielder's choice over at second base, but not before Canada gets a 2-run blast. Canada leads 2-1 as we head to the bottom half of the second. That one's just over the first baseman and goes down the line all the way to the foul territory wall, and that's an easy double to start the bottom half of the second inning for Ryan Shawn. That one's hit over to the opposite side, and that one's gonna fall in. Music's looking for 2, and they're gonna hold the runner at well, originally they held him at third, but a little bit of that one swung on very high, and in foul territory is caught. And that'll be out number 1 here in the bottom half of the second. That one's hit over the shortstop. That's gonna go all the way to the wall, and that's gonna be an easy run. And Campbell's thinking 3. And that's an easy stand-up triple to give the Texans the 3-2 lead here in the bottom half of the second inning. That one swung on, grounder to the second baseman. No play at home, so they're gonna try to get the out at first. And they call him safe. That was a bang play. And that will be a walk. Irvine doubled in the bottom half of the first, and did a whole lot more damage there. That's a 3-run shot. Texas still with only 1 out in this inning, so plenty of time to do some more damage. This one's yanked, but grounder to the second baseman, and much more routine than we saw earlier in the half inning, and that'll be out number 2. And this one's hit far, and not a whole lot of movement by the left fielder. That one is very easily a home run. That's home run number 2. First pitch swinging has been done, but it stays in play and is caught by the third baseman, and that will retire the side in the second inning, but not before Texas scores 7 runs off of 2 home runs. And that one's inside for ball 3, and that'll be after allowing 7 runs in the bottom half. And Lewis yanks that one, a nice liner, and it's over the wall. And that will cut the deficit down to 4. Now at 8-4, Texas lead. And that was just muscled over. Pitch is swung on, hit out to center, but an easy catch for Ben Dunn. And 14 teams across the 4 pools. That one swung on, hit right up the middle and in for a base hit. That one swung on into left field and just hits off the base of the wall. But the runner had to stay to see if it was going to be caught, so it's just a very long single. That one swung on and just caught. Stayed high long enough. That one swung on, it's going deep, it's drifting, going, and it's gone. A 3-run home run for Francis Henry, his 2nd home run of the game. Now, this one a grounder. Not quite. Nonetheless, easy shot into the gap. And that one's going all the way to the wall, and that should be a triple very easily to start off the bottom half of the 3rd inning. That one swung on. Left fielder calls, oh, miscommunication, and that one's gonna drop in. It's going all the way to the wall. They're gonna, not stopping at 3rd, and that's gonna be a very, very easy inside the park home run. That one swung on into right field, drifting, and a diving attempt is not caught, and it's fair. That one's rolling around in the outfield, and the attempt to throw home's not great, and he actually stopped at 3rd. That one's grounded to the shortstop, and an infield single, and another run for Texas here in. That one's hit up the middle, double play attempt, and it's 2 outs. A big play by Canada. And that one's inside for a ball. Now we'll extend the bottom half of the 3rd inning and get it back to the top of the order with not recording out in this game. That one's hit very high into right field. Looks like there's gonna be enough room to be caught though. That one is hit high. Not quite a Bermuda Triangle, but a long run, and that one's a grounder to the shortstop. A couple hops, but an out is recorded. That one's a liner to left field. Can it carry enough? A leaping catch is not made. And that will be a stand-up double with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Counts now 2-1. Can hear some displeasure, and brings up Vargas to the plate. And as a grounder and a fielder's choice to end the top half of the 4th. The cold season. That one's driven high and far, and that is a very quick first run here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Years. That one's an easy pop up to the third base. That one swung on a liner out to left field, but caught. Ben Dunn swings, hits between the second baseman and the middle infielder, and that one's going to slowly roll to the center fielder. Dunn's thinking 3, and he's going to easily get 3. That's a stand-up triple with 2 down here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. Up to the plate with a run-scoring opportunity, Mason Farmer. That one's pulled, going to try to get the drop, but unable to, and that will conclude the 4th inning. The easier path in the bracket. First pitch swing, grounder to the third baseman, couple bounces, and out number 1. Pitch is swung on. It's gonna fall, find a gap in between the second baseman and the right. That one's pulled and just finds inside. That'll be always the wall, and that's a double now. Second and third with only 1 down. Or, excuse me, that was the previous batter, and this one. And it's still waiting for a ruling, but I guess that is out number 2. Runner on second, 2 outs. This one's pulled to the left fielder. Oh, a sliding attempt, but unable to corral it. And that's going to be a double and another run scored for Canada. That one's grounder up the middle, out of the reach, and Canada's looking to send another run and late hold. No. Pitch is on the way, swung on, and a lazy pop up to the catcher that will putting end to the threat by Canada, but still chance to get batter out, and that one swung on and falls right in for, he's gonna try to get 2, gonna try to make it a double, and a beautiful slide, and we'll bring up Chris Music to the plate. That one swung on out to left field, it's gonna easily drop in, and it's gonna be an easy stand-up double and a run across for Texas. Now a 4-run. Hard shot, the hot corner gets some action. Let's take another look at this one. Look at this stop here. Not only you got to deal with the hot corner, but also that's the direction the sun. Swung on out to left field. Looks like it'll be playable. It is caught. The payoff pitch. And that will be another walk for par. Williams hits it. Whoa! Snagged by the pitcher, and a soft toss to first. That one swung on. Churn. And it turns foul, and that will be out number 1. That one swung on high, but playable. And that will be out number 2 here. That one swung on high. Looks like enough room for the shortstop to corral in foul territory, and that will be the first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. As we start the bottom of the 6th, and that one's pulled down the line all the way to the wall, and that will be a first pitch double to get us started here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. The second place team out of Pool B here at the Space Coast Stadium at the same time. That one swung on, hitting the left field, and that one's hit very high and not quite far enough, and that'll be out number 2. But that one's an easy single in front of the left fielder, and that will bring another run across here for Texas in the bottom half of the 6th. The 0-1 pitch swung on and found the hole in between 2 of the infielders, and that will put runners now at second and third with that one swung on, driven out to the outfield. High enough and playable, and a nice sliding catch. Pull A and get a bye with that pull containing 4 teams. So an extra incentive for Louisiana, Mississippi to 1 down here in the top half of the 7th. That one's driven out to right field, just finds inside the line, and that's going to be a stand-up double. 1 down here in the top half of the 7th. That one's pulled, but just too far. Left fielder, his stat sheet. That one's swung on high. It is foul, and that will be the end of the game. Texas wins 16-9. Mississippi concludes their Pool A game. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes for Alabama versus Louisiana, Mississippi. Hope to see you then. Thank you.